Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a slouchy beanie. The free written pattern can be found on my blog and the link for that will be in the description box below. Let's get started. You will need a lightweight number 3 yarn. I'm using Lion Brand Comfy Cotton yarn in the color Cool Night, a Pom Pom made from that yarn, a 4.5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, and a pair of scissors. Let's get started. Okay, to start off with our beanie pattern, we are going to be working the brim part of our beanie first. So our first step is to make a slip knot. Okay, and once you've made your slip knot, go ahead and chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, once you've made 15 chains, you want to half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So yarn over, insert your hook into that second chain, yarn over and pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over one more time and pull through the last 3 loops, and that's how you make a half double crochet. So now you want to continue making half double crochets till the end of the row. So yarn over, insert your hook into that second chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the last 3 loops on the hook. Okay, so just continue going ahead and making half double crochets all along the row. So now I just made my last half double crochet and your first row should look like this. Okay, so now we're going to be working on our second row. For the second row, you want to go ahead and chain 1. We're going to turn our work. Okay, so now we're going to work half double crochets in the back loop. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to turn your work, and this back loop right here, that's where you're going to insert your hook. So go ahead and insert it. Okay, and then yarn over and pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over one more time and pull through. Okay, so that's how you make a half double crochet in the back loop. Now you just want to continue this till the end of the row for a total of 14 half double crochets in the back loop. So yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over one more time and pull through the last 3 loops. Okay, so just go ahead and continue to do this. Okay, so I just finished my last stitch and you should have something that looks like this now. Okay, this first row you're going to see a defined edge. Alright, so this is what it should look like. Okay, so once you finish the second row, the pattern becomes very easy for this part, for the brim part, because all you want to do is repeat the second row until you have a total of 55 rows. So you would chain 1, turn your work, and continue doing half double crochets in the back loop until you have 55 rows total. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it and then I will meet you back here. Okay, so once we've crocheted our 55 rows total, it should look something like this. And so now our brim part of our beanie is finished. So now we're going to work on the body part of our crocheted beanie. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and chain one, okay, like this. And we're going to be making one single crochet in this first row here. So you're going to be working on the side of the rows that you just made. Okay, and there isn't going to be an exact stitch where you're going to put this one single crochet. You're just basically going to stick it underneath the last stitch from the previous row. Okay, so go ahead and insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over one more time and pull through the last two loops. And that's how you make a single crochet. So now what you're going to do until the end of the row is you're going to follow this pattern. You're going to do one single crochet in the next row, two single crochets in the following row. So, and then one single crochet, two single crochet, one single crochet, and two single crochet. And if you need some more detailed photos on this part, I do have them on the blog. So click that link in the description box below and it'll bring you right to the blog post. Okay, so for the following row, you're going to make one single crochet and you just have to stick your hook in there. Okay, and then you want to make two single crochets. Okay, so it should look like this. All right, so continue to do this pattern until the end of the row. Okay, so once you have finished that first row, it should look like this, and you should have finished off with two single crochets in that last row. So now we're going to continue on with our body part of our crochet beanie. So you want to chain one, we're going to turn our work, okay, and we are going to make one half double crochet in the back loop in that first stitch. Okay, so go ahead and yarn over. Insert your hook into that back loop, just like we did with the brim. Okay, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through one more time, and it should look like this. Okay, so now you just want to continue working half double crochets in the back loop till the end of the row. So yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over one more time, and pull through those last three loops. Okay, so it should look like that. Okay, so just continue making those half double crochets in the back loop till the end of the row. Okay, so I just finished with my row and it should look like this now. Okay, so now you want to continue repeating this row until you have 18 rows total. Okay, and so that should complete the body. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that and then I will meet you right back here. Okay, so I just finished my 18 rows, and so you should have a panel that looks something like this now. You're going to have your brim portion and then your body portion of your crocheted beanie. So now all you want to do is just close it. Okay, so I went ahead and did that. So all you want to do is just yarn over and then pull through. Okay, you should have something that looks like this. And so now you want to cut your yarn, but you want to make sure that you have a long tail end because our tail end is going to be used to close our two panels together. Okay, so you have one panel, but we're going to be folding them together. Okay, so how I like to measure my tail end is I just like to take the measurement of my actual panel. So I just like to go like this, 1, 2, and 3. And this way I know that I have a long enough tail end. Okay, so once that is done, you want to go ahead and put your two sides together. Okay, so it should look like this. You're going to go ahead and turn it. And now is the time to grab your darning needle. And you want to go ahead and insert your yarn through the darning needle. Okay. And you want to go ahead and insert your hook through both panels, okay, through both of the top stitches. Okay, so it should look like that. Okay, and so we're going to be doing the whip stitch method, and so you're basically going to be weaving in and out, just as if you were to sew something. Okay, so, and you want to make sure you go through both panels, and you just want to go through the top stitches. Okay, and just keep on doing that. Alright, and so you should have something that starts to look like this. You're going to see it's going to start closing. Okay, so you want to continue this method until the end. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and continue that, and then I will meet you right back here. Okay, so I just finished whip stitching my two sides together, and you should have something that looks like this now. Okay, and so now we just got to close it. So all you want to do for that is you just want to pick a stitch to go in through. Okay, and I always like to pick the closest stitch just so it blends in better. And you just want to pull through, and then before you pull all the way through, you just want to insert your hook straight back into that hole. Okay, all right. So now it looks like this. So all you want to go ahead and do is just weave in this end, okay? And so once you've weaved in that end, then you just want to turn your work inside out just to hide this seam, okay? So go ahead and turn it inside out. Okay, so it should look like this now. All right, and see how it really nicely hides the seam so it's less noticeable. Okay. So once you have done that, now it's time to cinch our beanie together to create a beanie. Okay, so we're going to cinch our panel together. Okay, so you want to go ahead and cut an additional piece of yarn, and I just cut mine the length of my panel, so I just cut it double like that. Okay, and go ahead and grab that darning needle again. Insert your hook. And you're going to go ahead and pick the edge here, and you're going to take your darning needle and you're going to insert it through the stitch. Okay, so you're going to insert it in the stitch right here, and then you're just going to do every other stitch. Okay, so just go like this. And then just pull it through, but not all the way because you want to leave some left over. Okay, and just continue to do that. So once you've made your way all the way around, go ahead and take your darning needle out, and you just want to go ahead and pull both pieces together. Okay, till it forms a nice little beanie. Okay, so just pull it really tight. Okay, so mine looks like this. Okay, so just make sure your outcome is something like this, okay? And then you want to go ahead and tie a knot. Make sure you just really pull it tight. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and tie 3 knots here. And maybe one more. One more just to make sure it stays nice and secure. Okay, there we go. All right, so it should look like this. Okay. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and weave in my ends over here, and then our last part is to add a pom-pom. Okay, so I just finished weaving in my ends, all right, and so now it's time to add our pom-pom. So you can also just omit the pom-pom if you don't like it, because I think it looks cute both ways. But if you want to add the pom-pom, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab your darning needle, and you're going to insert one end of the pom-pom in through the darning needle, and so you want to go ahead and insert it right in the middle. Okay, so the yarn, you're gonna just push it right through in the middle. Okay, and then just grab it from the other side. All right, and then take out the darning needle, and then grab the other side, the other piece of yarn. Okay, that's not yet in the actual beanie. Go ahead and insert that through the darning needle. Okay, and you're just gonna push it through the hole as well, in a different spot though. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put mine right in here. All right, and then push it through. Okay, so now just grab both ends and just make sure that it's like right in the middle of your beanie. Okay, so let me just double check mine. Okay, that looks good to me. All right, so now just flip the beanie real quick inside out, and then take your 2 strands, and you just want to go ahead and just tie a knot, and the knot will stay because our 2 pieces of yarn were put in 2 different spots. Okay, so just tie a knot. I'm just going to do it twice here. Okay, and then once that is done, you are finished with your beanie. So now all that's left to do is just weave in these ends. So now let me just turn it back to the right way, and it should look something like this now. Okay, so now you have a completed beanie. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and pattern. Okay, don't forget you can click the link down in the description box below to check out the free pattern. And yeah, I hope you have a very good day, and thanks so much for watching.